Hello and welcome to week 2 of MFA 624 as we get into the second module, antagonists and secondary characters. I have very much enjoyed your contributions from week 1. You're getting your feet wet in this course and extending your budding mastery of fiction writing. And everybody's being very creative, and I'm loving all of the feedback that we're sharing with each other, and the questions that you're asking. It's all boding well for a really good course. So now as we get into week 2, I wanted to post this brief video to talk about why it is so important that we craft our secondary characters with care. And I'll tell you a story about how I crafted a secondary character in my last novel, Shadow State. So it's a thriller, and I had a general idea of where the plot was going to go. I had a protagonist and a main antagonist, and we'll talk more about antagonists as we get through the week. But I had several secondary characters that I spent a lot of time, creating backstories for and really setting up to be part of the narrative. And one of those characters just took off on their own and surprised me. So what happened was about 2/3 of the way through the book, this character was revealed to be somebody completely different than who they were claiming to be. And this was, again, a complete surprise to me. One of the best things I think about fiction writing, to keep readers surprised and to keep them engaged, is to write something that engages and surprises you. And this certainly fit the bill. Now, I ended up having to go back and retrofit some of the things I had written before to make this all work in the novel. But that process was helped by the fact that I had really set up the backstory, the character details, very specifically for this person, so that I was able to then weave in, the real backstory. But the original backstory still contained elements of truth to that character, because even when you're playing somebody that you're not, often you will rely on things that are grounded in your own reality. So I just wanted to share that because it was one of the most fun times I've had writing fiction. And, I usually likened it to the building of the Transcontinental Railroad, coming from the east and coming from the west, and you get to the middle and it doesn't quite line up and you have to adjust the track. That was kind of my revision process, but it was really a great bit of fun. So you never know how your secondary characters will kind of jump up and surprise you, will play a more prominent role than you thought, or at least will stick in the memories and fond memories of your readers. As they say, I really like that character that worked with the protagonist. I really like that character that they ran into at the train station. So this stuff matters, and we'll get into that more this week, but I just wanted to share, my personal experience on that because I thought it would be fun. Looking forward to, chatting more about this as we go through the villains, the antagonists, and the other secondary characters.